Hello, thanks for joining me in this video where I am going to describe our next assignment, which is creating a virtual museum exhibit where you get to choose the topic. So what is this thing? Well, let me jump straight into the link that's in the second sentence of the assignment description so you can see for yourself. Using a website called artsteps.com, you will create a totally free account that will allow you to create a virtual museum exhibit and place objects in it that are of interest to you or relevant to your topic. And so here we are at the Milstead Mini Museum virtual exhibit. You can see there's the outside. Let's walk in. This navigates a lot like Google Street View. So I'm using the left mouse to click and drag and look around. You can also use the arrow or WASD keys. And when you get into the museum, clicking on one of the objects will give you some information. In this case,
this picture of the airplane in the Milky Way was taken in the summer of 2019.
You can listen to that on your own. If I cruise over here and I click on the picture of the 747, it has a little museum exhibit label descending into Travis Air Force Base after a 9-hour flight from Tokyo. I got that shot a couple weeks ago from my front yard. You can also add text to your exhibit. There's one more image. And like I said, this works a lot like Street View. You can walk around. We're going to step outside. Ooh, look at the view. Okay, so exciting. Enough of that. Let's get back to the assignment. So I've tested this on a 4-year-old Chromebook, a Windows 10 desktop, and a whole bunch of Macs, and it has worked for me. But I fully understand that sometimes computers don't cooperate. If you are unable to access this, please, please, please don't give up. Channel that frustration into an email to me, rmilstead@tamdistrict.org, and I'd like to work with you to see if we can do any troubleshooting. If not, I have alternative ideas. Another screenshot of what it looks like on the inside. The other thing that it's very important for all of us to be aware of is that these exhibits will be publicly visible on the internet. So all the content that is in there is publicly visible. That means we all have to make really good choices about what we reveal about ourselves, the people we live with, our friends, our surroundings, through the images and text and later on audio that you add. All I'm saying is choose wisely. If you're not sure, talk to somebody else in your house, talk to me. The primary goal in creating this is to have content that is responsible to the subject and to you. Let's talk about the subject, friends. So like I said, this first exhibit is totally freedom of choice. Choose something that's of interest to you. That makes anything more fun, I hope. So, is it an artist, a sports team, a band or performer, a movie, a book, photographs, or some other school-friendly topic? There's so much out there. I look forward to seeing at least one skateboarding museum. And you know who you are. So, what do you include in it? Well, I'd like it to have at least 4 walls and a door. I'd like it to have an exhibit or gallery name on the outside wall. I'd like you to include at least 3 images, put 1 on each wall. On the inside, I'd like you to give a text description of your gallery that explains why you chose this topic and why it was of interest to you. Go for at least 2 big completed sentences. And then lastly, make your exhibit public and turn it in on Google Classroom. Now you're probably wondering, Milstead, I have never done any of this. I don't know where to start. That's okay, I'm here for you. I have created good old YouTube tutorials for each of these topics that are there to help you and I am available to you as well. We can work by email. We can work in a Zoom screen sharing session. We can make this happen, friends. Here's my rundown of getting to work. First, watch my intro to artsteps.com. Next, brainstorm. Choose a topic. Next, go find at least 3 images that relate to your topic. Step 4, write a 2 or more sentence description of your exhibit. My advice here that you'll see in the tutorial, type this up in Google Docs or something similar, and then just copy paste it when you need it. Watch the tutorials above that we talked about up here to help guide you, and then get down to building. You can either build and watch the tutorials, or you can watch them all at once. You know, if we were in class together, we would be building this together. I'd have you go get your images, and then we build the 4 walls, and then we put an image up. Sadly, we're not together, so we're going to work with it this way. And lastly, publish your assignment and turn it in on the Google Classroom assignment page. Now, I'd love to see your hands with questions, but we're not together, so I'm going to give you some hints for success. Save often. There is a save button in the top right-hand corner of artsteps.com. Find your images first and save them to your computer. That just saves you time. Design your exhibit first. Maybe go wild and grab a piece of scratch paper, and if you're thinking of doing something that's different than just a 4-sided box, draw that out. I think having a plan in advance really helps. And then you'll see in the video I talk about adding written descriptions of your images. I'd like you to have those for each image. So type those in before you place the image on the wall. Now, if you fall in love with this, and I sure hope you do, I've got a full playlist linked right here that goes into a lot more depth and a lot more topics. But for our first pass, this is all you need to do. Let's review. 4 walls and a door, an exhibit or gallery name, at least 3 images, 1 on each wall, a text description of your gallery that goes on an inside wall, that's at least 2 complete sentences, and make your exhibit public and turn it in on Google Classroom. Any questions, please, please, please reach out to me by email. And I look forward to seeing what you work with and what you build. Can't wait. Thank you so much for joining in on this video description.